Alright, this one's going to be fun. So this is Super Ring. I'm here to show you the changes I made to Pichu, which are featured in my mod Project Cal. So first off, Pichu has about half as much friction on the ground as she did before. I'm just going to call Pichu she. This just makes Pichu's wave dash obviously a little bit better, and it also makes the up B fun because she slides with it now. Pichu's weight was increased by 5 units. Pichu used to be the lightest character in the game. Now she matches Jigglypuff in weight, and Pichu's short hop was reduced slightly. Which the short hop helps with forward air connecting better. So, first off, Pichu's dash attack is just faster overall. It used to, I don't even understand how it had this much lag, but it used to have 50 frames, and I actually reduced 16 frames, and it's still kind of slow, as you can see. It's still not that great. So basically cut off a whole bunch of lag that really didn't help. Pichu's down tilt is 1 frame faster. Doesn't really make too much of a difference, but should help in getting follow-ups a little bit better. So in Vanilla Melee, and in this mod too, as you can see, Pichu still does damage to herself, but Pichu now, instead of just doing damage to herself and not really getting anything from it, I have kind of taken the self-damage as a mechanic that boosts Pichu's moves, so basically makes them stronger. So any move that does damage to itself is generally stronger. So like forward smash, as you can see, has crazy base knockback. It sends them really far. So if you land forward smash, it's really good. It doesn't have the best range, but and as you can see, Pichu does 5 damage to herself. But it is a really good smash attack for sure. Does quite a bit of self-damage, 5, but it's a real meaty attack. So yeah, pretty much. Oh, and the move just kind of self-links better. The hitboxes, the angles were changed, so some send out, some drag in, so it's kind of like a vortex. Makes it better, move better at hitting the final hit. Next up is down smash. Basically just has a little bit less lag on the end, from 51 frames to 48. Up smash is unchanged. Next up is neutral air. So instead of being a one-hit move, it is now a multi-hit move, and it doesn't have a final hit that sends them away. So in that sense, it's kind of like a fox down air, or like a Project M wolf nair, if you're familiar with Project M. So basically, that move is really good at crossing up on shields, and just shield pressure in general. And it has 16 frames of land lag, 8 belt cancelled. So it's really fast, really good at pressuring, and you can get stuff off of it. So that move is changed up quite a bit. Next up is forward air. Basically, the multi-hits are the same, but like I was saying before, how certain moves, the self-damage kind of powers it up. the final hit, the forward air has a final hit that sends out and away, and so that final hit does do 1 self-damage, and you can avoid it by just landing before the last hit comes out if you don't want to take the damage from it. Pichu's back air is just basically faster all around. The auto cancel window starts 10 frames sooner, and you can act out of it 15 frames sooner. So before you couldn't, this move didn't auto cancel in a full hop. Now it does, and you can actually jump out of it before landing. So it just makes the move less of a commitment, and it's really fast. Or it's faster, I should say. Down air, it does self-damage to Pichu, and it's actually Pichu's aerial that does the most damage with 12. And the landing, it also has a landing hitbox that was retained. Basically, the self-damage, I increased it by a little bit, and it makes it do more damage. It's just the highest damaging aerial. Next, we have the special attacks. I don't know if you noticed before, but up B doesn't self-damage. There's a way to cancel it too. Hold on. See, like that. You can basically do like a burst movement. I don't quite understand how it works. It must be something to do with landing, collision, or something. But that's pretty cool. And the less friction helps you just slide with this move too. Neutral B, the Thunder Jolt, is now, it does less damage, but it can now land cancel. So in that regard, it's kind of like a Fox or Falco laser, probably closer to Falco laser. It does 4 damage opposed to Falco's 3 with his gun, so it does a little bit more damage. But as you can see, it does have self-damage, which is kind of costly. So this move, the self-damage in this case, is supposed to help deter it from being a spamming move. You can't really spam it as much, but as you can see, it can lead into grabs and stuff like that very easily. Since this move does go pretty much almost straight down, it's less than a 45-degree angle down, I should say. You can beat it by sitting on platform or something. Makes it harder to follow up. But it is definitely a powerful tool to have. Helps Pichu approach really well, which is really good. So yeah, does a little bit of self-damage to discourage camping, does a little bit less damage overall, kind of like a Falco laser, land cancels, and pretty much the only thing left is Thunder. Thunder does 2 self-damage if it misses Pichu, but if it lands on Pichu, it does additional damage. There's self-damage. This move is also just faster in general, 30% faster. As you can see, you can get some, you can kind of follow up on it a little bit better. It's kind of hard though, but stuff like that. Basically, Thunder does a lot of damage and it's faster. It can almost like start a combo or at least put someone in a bad position. So I think that pretty much does it. Pichu is really fast, has really good pressure options, can approach really well. In return though, she's really light and has to win neutral a lot of times to rack up enough damage. It doesn't have the strongest killing options besides like forward smash. But even then, as you can see, you could get forward smash out of like a Thunder Jolt or something. Anyways, those are the changes to Pichu. I hope you found this interesting and give it a like. Thank you for watching.